Hi everyone, I'll be installing Docker Desktop on Windows 11. First need to install Windows Subsystem for Linux, so it lets you run a Linux environment on Windows, and then Docker Desktop is installed after. I'll start by opening up Command Prompt, running it as an administrator. And when installing Windows Subsystem for Linux, it will install Ubuntu by default, but you can select a different distribution if you want. And the command is WSL. And we see here dash dash install. It'll install Windows Subsystem for Linux features. If no options are specified, the recommended features will be installed along with the default distribution, which is Ubuntu. And then to view the default distributions as well as a list of other valid distributions, you can use this command here, WSL dash dash list dash dash online. And I'll show the other valid distributions. So you got Ubuntu, Debian, Kali Linux, Oracle Linux, OpenSUSE that are available. So I'm just going to install using the default. So WSL dash dash install. And depending on your computer, this may take a little bit of time. And we can see here Ubuntu has been installed and requested operation is successful. Changes will not be effective until the system is rebooted. So I'm going to go and reboot. And after the reboot, it's going to ask you to create a default Unix user account. And the username does not need to match your Windows username, but I'm just going to use the same name just for convenience. Put in a password. All right, the installation is successful, and now I'm in the shell. And so Windows Subsystem for Linux is installed. So I'm going to close this. And now I'm going to install Docker Desktop. I'm going to docker.com. And so download it for Windows. And so I already have it downloaded. So I'm going to keep the defaults, use WSL2 instead of Hyper-V, and adding a shortcut. Okay, the installation succeeded, and it's asking to close and restart. Okay, now I'm back in, and just wait a few moments for Docker Desktop to continue. All right, and you'll get the service agreement, and just hit accept. All right, and it'll ask you to sign up, or you can continue without signing in. And here you're going to select your role. I'm just going to pick other. It'll take a few moments for the Docker engine to start. Okay, it has started. Okay, and you can go to the top and you can search for images. We're going to look for the Hello World image. I'm going to pull it. And the Hello World image is just an image that you can use just to make sure that everything is working. And for the optional settings, I'm just going to keep the default and hit run. And then in the logs here, it says that this message shows that your installation appears to be working correctly. So it's working as expected. And on the left-hand side, you can go to your containers that you have in your images. So here's my Hello World image that I downloaded, and then the volumes that you can have, and the builds that you can make, and then your dev environments, and your Docker Scout. So that's it. That's how you can install Docker Desktop on Windows 11. I hope this was useful, and I thank you for watching.